Hey guys, Josh here from e-cig now, bringing you the last and third part of my Mr. Good Vape review. I know this one's been a little drawn out, but I didn't want to overwhelm you guys with one entire review video with 12 different flavors, so I decided I would break it up into 3 separate videos. So tonight I'm going to review the 4 last flavors that I had from Mr. Good Vape. These were provided again by Liquid E-Juice. Great people over there, so check them out and see what you guys can find, see if there's anything there that you guys might be interested in. I'm going to start off with just a quick rundown of the bottling, just for anybody who skipped the first 2 videos. Alright, so like a lot of my other review juices that I've been getting, they do come in glass bottles. Again, nice presentation in the glass. I still prefer the plastic bottles just for ease of filling tanks and stuff. The droppers or the eyedroppers in here, they're nice for dripping, but for filling tanks like a Fogger V4, stuff like that, a little bit of a pain, but hey, it works. Child cap or child-proof caps. All right, so you don't have to worry about your kids or young ones getting into it. Really nice addition. They are good to have just for safety precautions because nicotine is a toxic substance. All right, so we're gonna get into the review here. I'm gonna try to keep it sweet and simple. But like I say in all my review videos, juice taste, flavors, they're very subjective. What I like you guys might not like, and likewise. But I have yet to find any that I detest. But I have found a couple that were kind of on the fence. I wouldn't say I detest them, but it's not something I would seek out. Alright, so I'm going to start off with my 2 favorites from these 4. First one is going to be Sickle. Alright, so you guys can see it right there. Alright, nice labeling and everything. This one is, I had an idea what the flavor was going to be when I read the name, and I was right on the money with that one. This one here is a really well done orange creamsicle type flavor. I noticed on the inhale I was getting a really good orange flavor. It was really nice, refreshing orange flavor with a little bit of a creaminess, but the creaminess really came out on the exhale, which was still mixed in with a subtle orange flavor. So that orange went right from the inhale to the exhale, and the creaminess, although subtle on the inhale, was more prominent on the exhale. It was a really nice vape. I vaped on that thing all day, and I had to put it down so I could move on to a couple of the other juices that I had to review as well. Didn't want to take this one as long as some of my other ones. The next one I tried, this one I wasn't too sure on the name, so I had to smell it, I had to vape it for a whole day, couple days, to really get the feel for this flavor. I'm hoping I pronounce this right. Alright, but it's called Dabble Dooyah. Alright, kind of hard to see the wording there. This one here, when I took my first vape off it, I was a little confused because I was getting a lot of different flavors on it. It was really a really good flavor, so I took a couple more vapes, and I started to pick out that it was actually, it tasted like a Dutch apple pie. Alright, so I was getting the flaky pastry, I was getting the apple flavors, and I was getting the cinnamon on the exhale. What confused me was on the exhale, I started to pick up some other flavors, and that eventually turned out to be a vanilla with a caramel flavor. Now for the vanilla flavors, I was getting them on the exhale, not all that strong. What I found I had to do was actually do a mouth to lung inhale. I had to let the vapor actually dance around in my mouth a little bit so I could not only taste it, but I could inhale it through my nose as well, get the flavor. It's just an overall great experience. On the exhale, like I said, you're getting the caramel flavor, so the butterscotchy caramel flavor. On the inhale, I was getting the pastry, the apple, and the cinnamon. And like I said, in the mid-tones there, I was letting it dance around, I was getting the vanilla flavors. So it was a really weird experience for me because I'm used to picking up all the flavors on the inhale and the exhale. This one I had to kind of change up how I tested the flavor. But overall, those were my 2 favorites out of this whole, out of these 4 flavors. I had some favorites from the other ones as well. Now I'm going to roll into the ones that I was on the fence with, or I'm still on the fence with them. I'm going to start off with Sweet Lovin here. Alright, nice pink label. Alright, give you an idea there that it might have something sweet in it. Alright, this one here, I had to actually look up the flavors because I wasn't able to pinpoint them all. Originally, I was able to pick up a strawberry and a watermelon flavor on the inhale, but when I went to the website, it said that there was a bubblegum flavor. I love bubblegum. I love chewing it. You know, it's great. It just keeps me busy some days, and it keeps me from sticking my foot in my mouth because, you know, sometimes the filter just comes off and that's the end of my day. I wasn't able to pick up the bubblegum flavor on there. I tried my hardest, you know, like the Dabble Dooyah, I let it dance around a little bit. Now I'm going to let you guys know I don't do my reviews on the juices using a dripper. I use them in a Nautilus Mini or a full-size Nautilus. The reason I do that, you guys might blast me for that, is because I want to use a setup that the masses are using. I don't want to, you know, go to a dripper, say this flavor is phenomenal, and it falls flat in the tank. So that's why I'm doing it on the Nautilus Mini. I'm going to try all these again in a dripper, but for review purposes, I wanted to use a standard type setup. But back to the Sweet Lovin'. Like I said, I was able to pick up the strawberry with a hint of watermelon on the inhale, and then on the exhale I was getting stronger watermelon flavor, and there was an extra sweetness, but I wouldn't say it was bubblegum. So I'm not sure if it's just something I need to experiment more with, but I wasn't, you know, hooked on it. It wasn't something that I would go back to over and over and over again, like the Sickle or the Dabble Dooyah, the Dutch apple pie flavor. But don't get discouraged. Like I said, I'm not, like, you know, I might not like it 100%, but somebody out there is probably going to love it. I read some of the reviews on their sites, and there are people that love it, so don't let this review discourage you from trying it. The last one here was Sundae Funday. Okay, now this name confused the bejesus out of me. Alright, because it's not really a sundae flavor. It's not, like, when I think of sundae, I'm expecting like a vanilla type ice cream flavor with, you know, like a butterscotch or a chocolate or something like that to mix in with it. This one here was different, and out of the four had to be my least favorite of them. I just found the flavors didn't really mix all that well together, but that could just be me. I did have to look it up after I tried it for a little while. I was able to pick up off the initial vapes off it, or the initial testing, I was able to pick up like a chocolate cookie type flavor, a little bit of a butterscotch flavor, and a vanilla flavor. Alright, so, but they were so distinct and separate that I found those three, at least, that I tasted didn't blend all that well together. I looked it up on their website, and some of the other flavors in there were butter pecan, brown sugar, and a caramel candy. I wasn't able to pick any of those ones up, but again, I'm going to try these on a dripper, see if the flavors start to come out more, and I will update the notes on the review if that is the case. So this might be more of like a dripping type juice, not something that you want to use in a standard tank, but again, this is just one person's opinion of it. Overall, really impressed with the Mr. Good Vape line. The last two, the Sweet Lovin' and the Sundae Funday, were the only two that I found that I couldn't vape all day. Sundae Funday, maybe once in a while, you know, after a good dinner as like a dessert vape, but nothing, I wouldn't do it all day for me. So if you guys have any questions or comments, feel free to hit me up. I'll put a link to the Liquid E-Juice website in my comments. Take a look at them. They've been really, really generous. They've helped out a lot, and they're just really good people to deal with. So you guys have yourself a great night. Hopefully to see you guys soon with my next review. You guys have a good one.